Good morning, students. Welcome to English Kumar Bharti class. Children, today we'll be studying a poem from Unit 3, that is the very first poem 3.1, Silver, written by the poet Walter de la Mare. This poem, Silver, by Walter de la Mare, is a 14-line poem, and such poems which has 14 lines are called as sonnets. This poem follows a rhyme scheme of AA, BB, CC, TD, EE, FF and GG. Children, let us try to know the summary of the poem, Silver. Now, this poem is about the moon and its moonlights. So let's see. The poem written by Walter de la Mare describe the impact that the silver moonlight has on everyday objects and creatures existing within the darkened night. So there's a dark night and the moonlight is falling on everyday objects and creatures. Let's see what happens. The poem begins with the poet telling that the light of the moon is falling down on the earth. And this is happening, when the light is falling down on the earth, when the moon moves slowly through the sky. In the sky, the moon is taking its time, choosing to look at everything on earth while it has the chance. Now, when the moonlight is falling on the earth, some of the creatures and objects that are spotted appear silver in color. Let us see what those objects are, namely the casement, that is the window. Then there's doves, that is birds, a dog and sleeping fish. These creatures and objects are perfectly dull, uninteresting and ordinary. There is nothing remarkable about them during the day. But at night, they are enhanced and made more beautiful because of this silvery moonlight. And that's the title, Silver. So let us see the actual poem by line explanation. So here I start. I'll read the stanzas and will explain you simultaneously. So let's come on page number 60, 3.1 Silver, written by Walter de la Mare. Walter de la Mare. Slowly, silently, now the moon walks the night in her silver shoon. Children, here shoon means shoes. So let's see what this stanza conveys. Here the poet begins by describing the progress of the moon through the sky. The moon is moving very slowly and silently. The poet says that the poet refers the moon to it as she. That means the moon is personified as a woman. And the poet describes how she, that is the moon, is walking through the night in her silver shoon. The word shoon is actually a Scottish word meaning shoes. So the poet is trying to tell us that the moon is walking very gracefully in her silver shoon, the way the woman walks gracefully. So here he has compared the moon with the woman and the walk, that is how graceful the women walk, everyone know. Yeah, in the same way he has compared the moon with the woman. Let us come to the next two lines. This way and that she peers and sees silver fruit upon silver trees. Here peers means to look. So further the poet says, She, that is the moon, makes her way. She's walking on her way through the night, and she's taking her time to look and see everything down on the earth. And there is one element of the night time. Of course, it's a night time because when the moon is there, it's a night time, okay? So there is one element of the nighttime scene that catches her eyes specially. And what is that thing which catches her eyes in the initial time? The silver fruits upon the silver trees. So what did the moon see? That down on the earth, that there are silver fruits upon silver trees. Now, as we the readers move through the various couplets. Now, what are the couplets, my dear children? Couplets means two lines, okay? You can see that each stanza is a couplet, means consisting of two lines. So when we move through different couplets, we will notice that the word silver is used to describe almost every sight seen by the moon. Actually, what is that silver color? The silver color, it's her own shine which cast upon the ground, which falls upon the ground. In short, I mean to tell that how the trees or the fruits or some other things which we are going to see further are appearing silver in color. It's only because of her own self, that is her own light, which is falling on the ground, and because of which all the creatures and objects are appearing silver in color. So we have seen the first thing, that is the silver fruit and silver trees. Let us see what more things appear silver in color. Moving on to the next two lines. One by one the casement catch her beams beneath the silvery thatch. Here, children, thatch means the roof of the house, and casements means windows. So let us see what these lines tell us. Here the poet is describing what the moon sees after that silver tree and silver fruit. So what she sees next, her eyes are soon attracted to the casement. Here casement means window, and those windows are appearing silver in color. And why it is appearing silver in color? It's all because of its own light, my dear children, as I told you. Okay. In the next line, what does the moon sees? She sees beneath the silvery thatch. Now here thatch means the roof of anything, might be a building or a house, but here it is the house. So the roof of the house also appears silver in color. Okay, that's her moonlight which makes the roofs of the house also appear silver. Okay, and I'll tell you something, the roof of these types of houses are usually made with straws. Okay, moving to the next two lines. Couch in his kennel like a log, with paws of silver sleeps the dog. Kennel, everyone knows what's a kennel. It's a place where the dog lives. Log means a piece of wood. Okay, so here in these two lines, the poet is telling something more about life. That is a dog. From the non-living thing, he has come to a living thing now. That is a dog animal. And he is saying, this animal, dog, is sleeping like a log, that is a piece of wood, in his kennel. Okay, and the moon touches him and turns his paws silver. Means the moonlight is falling on his paws and making the paws appear silver in color. Children, this is a magical moment. And why it is all this? It's all because of the moonlight. Let's move to the next two lines. From their shadowy coat, the white-breezed pip of doves in silver feathers sleep. Here coat means shelter, or I can say nest. Doves are a type of a bird, a white color bird, something like white pigeon, I can say. So let's see what these two lines conveys. In this couplet, the poet moves to the another type of the animal, that is a dove. Here, The doves are in their shelter, that is in their shadowy coat, in their nest, and they are sleeping. Of course, the whole world is sleeping as it is a night time. And the silver, that is the moonlight, touches the dove. And because of which, what happens? The feathers of the dove, of course, as I told you, dove is a bird which is in white in color, and when the silver light's falling on it, just imagine what the scenario might be. It's mind blowing. Okay, and this moonlight fall on the feather of the dove. Okay, it falls on the feather of the doves and make it appear silver. Okay, going to the next two line. A harvest mouse goes scampering by with silver claws and silver eye. Here, the poet is taking us to the another animal. The mouse has been described more beautiful. We know that a mouse never seems beautiful, but here the poet is telling that the mouse looks more beautiful. Why? Because of its silver claws and silver eye. The mouse is described having a silver claws and silver eyes, and we know again it's only because of the moonlight that is falling on the mouse, because of which the mouse claws and eyes appear silver in color, the way the windows, the dog, the doves appeared previously. Moving to the last two lines. And moveless fish in the water gleam by silver reeds in a silver stream. So what do you mean by gleam? Means shiny. Okay, shiny, shine. Reeds are the unwanted plants grown in water, and stream means water bodies. As everyone know, we have learned this word in our geography subject. Let's see the explanation of these last two lines. In this final couplet, the poet is giving a feeling of peace. He's saying first that the fishes in the water are sleeping. They are moveless. Moveless means why they are moveless? Because they are sleeping in that gleamy water, in that shiny water. Okay. Now we know, children, water is transparent in color. It appears silver in color. And imagine the moonlight falling in that water. So because of that, the water and the fishes are appearing silver. Okay. And they are not moving because the fishes are sleeping. Further, he tells, the moonlight makes the stream, that is the water body, as I told you, and also the reeds, even the unwanted plants growing inside the water, appears silver in color. And this is the beauty which Walter Delamere has tried to give us through his poem, that is Silver, where he is trying to tell that what is the impact of the moon, or I can say of the moonlight, on the creatures and objects on the ground. So I hope you followed the poem. See you soon. Till then, goodbye. Stay safe. Thank you.